Hey there, Ira here. I'm just going to give you a little bit of advice. When it comes to, making the decision that you're going to go for something, you've decided that you're no longer able to partake in the way that you're doing things now, and you're aiming a little bit higher. You're deciding that, I'm going to do things differently from now on. I'm going to move in a different direction. There's one thing you will certainly encounter, whether it's a plan to eat better, whether it's a plan to get to the gym, whether it's a plan to start a new business, whatever plan it is that you have, there's one thing that's going to show up for certain. And it's going to be that sabotager. It's going to be that person in your life, whether it's a family member, whether it's a good friend, whether it's somebody who's going to start to tell you all the reasons why you shouldn't do it. The sabotager is always going to show up. And how do you deal with the sabotager? How do you deal with that person that shows up and starts to pick apart what it is that you're doing? First, you need to recognize that the person that is sabotaging you, it has nothing to do with you and everything to do with them. Okay? When a conversation starts and the conversation has a negative tilt to it and they're trying to talk you out of or tell you all the reasons why it's not going to work or what they've tried or what they've done in the past, all they're trying to do is rationalize why they quit when they quit. So a lot of the times when somebody's trying to break apart your plan, they're trying to break apart what it is you're doing, they're trying to tell you that you're not going to make it, it wasn't a good idea, that there's better plans, all they're trying to do is make it okay for them not to have succeeded. They don't want to see you succeed. They don't want to see you get somewhere because it says something about them. So the first thing you got to do is not take it personal. Don't take it personal when people start to break apart your plan, because all they're doing is painting you with their brush. And all they're trying to do is make themselves feel better. Sometimes I've been guilty of it in my life where I've tried to do something and I didn't get where I wanted to be. And then what happened was I started to resent people that got there, people that moved and kept going and kept consistent with it. And I had to recognize that in myself, that I was just jealous that they didn't quit and I did. So when you start recognizing that, you're able to dismiss them quicker. It's about building a boundary around what's important to you. Sometimes what you got to do is you just got to decide, I have decided that things are getting better. I've decided this is the direction I'm going to take. It may not be the best choice and I may change it as I go along and I may revert or go on a different course, but this is a boundary that I am building around promises that I'm making to myself, and there's only one way that you're allowed into this boundary. And the only way that you're allowed into this boundary and this place where I'm changing things is if you're going to come at me with constructive feedback that is good, that's genuine, and that you care for me and you're really looking out for my outcome, and you really just want to know information. You really are just trying to protect me and be in a good space. That's when I entertain that conversation. Okay, so this is the way I approach things. When people come, I've made a huge goal and people step in and they start to talk to me about that goal. If people start to be negative, they start to put the goal down, they start to try to talk me out of it, guess what happens? Squirrel! The conversation changes very quickly. All of a sudden, I'm like, wow, what'd you do to your hair? It looks fantastic. It's called distraction. It's the same thing I do with my toddlers. It's like, whoa, look at that over there. It's a cookie. Oh, look over there. Get their attention elsewhere. Don't entertain conversations with people that aren't looking to do something good or genuine or to move you forward in the direction that you've decided you are heading. That's called a boundary. That's called, this is where I'm drawing a line in the sand. You are welcome to come in here. Do you know when you're welcome? You're welcome when you're constructive, you're good, you're kind, you actually have genuine emotions towards where I'm going. Then come on in. Then come on in and let's talk about it. But as soon as the conversation turns negative, take a hike. I'm going to change the subject. I'm going to do something completely different. I'm going to talk about something different. I'm not going to take it personally because it's your hold up, but I've decided I'm going somewhere different because I don't want to be where I am right now. And I'm okay with people coming against that, but I'm sticking to it. It's called a boundary. So that's your little bit of help for you today. If you have people coming against you because you've decided that you're going to start a new business, you've decided that you're going to start a new health journey, you decided you're going to start something with the wellness, you've decided that you're going to stop doing something and do something different, only entertain conversations that are genuinely good. And other ones, change the subject really quickly because you don't need to hear it. Have an awesome day.